Hey, it's your girl MJ, and welcome to the Michelle Tillman channel. My name is Michelle Tillman. I have not done one of these videos in a long time about prophetic visions or thoughts that come to my mind. So I just wanted to quickly do this while I am getting some fresh air and remind you guys that I was studying yesterday in my quiet time. And y'all, I've been slacking in my quiet time. I'm just gonna keep it real. Hey, Courtney. And so I was reading yesterday Joshua 3 and 5, where he was telling the people, sanctify yourself before the miracle comes tomorrow. And so I started thinking about that thing and I said, what examples in my life, because people look at me now with, you know, baby on the way and, being married after living a life of promiscuity and perversion, pretty much, and how some of the things that I am living right now feel like miracles, and they are miracles. So I started thinking, what did I do? What things did I stop doing? What things did I say to God before the miracles were released? And a lot of it had to do with sanctifying areas of my life. And I just want to share these three quick things with you. Number one, I fasted. I remember in 2015, I fasted an entire year without any type of meat because I heard distinctly the Holy Spirit say no meat in 2015. So I had no meat. I remember when I kept meeting guys over and over and over who seemed like really good guys, but they were not masculine. They were a little not masculine enough for me personally. And I was like, God, why do I keep meeting all these guys who aren't masculine? They're not connected to each other, because I was meeting them online. So I'm like, what is causing this to happen? And so then I was watching something like, the Holy Spirit can lead you to something. And he was like, because you're masturbating, you're having sex with yourself. So you're attracting people with same sex spirits. So even though you feel like these people aren't connected, it's not by chance that you keep meeting these same men over and over. So you have to check yourself and say, what inside of what spirit is still somehow lingering in me that is attracting these men with this spirit? Because spirits, recognize spirit. So it wasn't circumstance. And then with this pregnancy, and I kept getting to the point where I was devastated month after month after month with no pregnancy and following all the charting and eating healthy. And I'm like, God, what is the block? And he said, gossip. And I'm like, what? I'm not a gossiper. Like, I've been, dealt with that. But it was talking about a situation where I thought I was venting to another friend. And I thought, I'm just venting because I tried to give this person advice. They didn't take it. I tried to show them what I found out about them and their situation. And I felt like because of what I've been through, I had to speak up and I had to say something. I had to advocate for them to get free. And it was aggravating to me because even though I was giving them all the information, they still weren't doing anything with it. And I was talking to a friend or two about how it was just so sad that they didn't get it. And then the Holy Spirit went one day when I finally got bold enough to say, what is blocking me from getting pregnant? And I heard gossip. And I was like, gossip about what? And he was like, I don't want to hear you say another thing about this person and their situation until some more details that I can't say until this happens. And so I was like, oh my goodness. So this one thing that I didn't even really consider gossip was blocking me from being able to get pregnant. My God. And literally within 2 months from that time when I stopped talking about it, what the Holy Spirit told me would happen, happened, and I was pregnant. Now, you might think, oh, that's just circumstance, that's just so happenstance. But look, we were trying for almost 2 years to get pregnant. So that's not circumstance. That's not happenstance. God released something when I shut my mouth. So let me just give you this. There's some things you need to sanctify yourself from in order to get the miracle that God is trying to do in your life. There's some healing you need to do physically, emotionally, financially, spiritually. And if you don't get real with yourself and change some things, you're gonna be in the same cycle over and over and over. And like not the Israelites, Lord, don't let me get the lying. The people that Joshua was leading, they had to step in the water to get through the Jordan. This was before the water actually spread apart. So there's two different stories in the Bible where the water was spread apart. There's the Red Sea and there's the Jordan. But the difference was in the Red Sea, the water took hours to part. But in the Jordan, they had to start walking in the river. Come on, y'all. They had to start walking in the river before the river water spread. So some things you got to start walking out now. Okay, so you want to be able to have kids one day, right? Start getting your body together now. Start losing weight now. So you want to be married one day. Get comfortable with yourself, not just for health reasons, but sexually. No man don't want to be with a woman who's not comfortable with her body and she hiding. Y'all don't wait until marriage. You want to see everything. So get that together. No man wants to deal with a woman, and no woman wants to deal with a man who's financially all over the place. You want to be able to buy a house one day. You want to be able to do things with your spouse. Get your credit together now. Start saving now. You can't tell me that you have financial issues, but you don't have a budget. You don't even know what you're working with. You don't even know how much money you got left each month. You don't even know if you're overextended or not. So I just felt Holy Spirit just saying there's so many people who want things that feel like miracles. And let me tell y'all, if y'all knew some of the things that I did when I was ignoring the voice of God, you would know that me being married is a miracle. If God releases me to ever tell you all the details, the perversion and the things that I was into, the things that I did, the places that I was, the people I slept with, if you knew all of that, you would say, oh, her being married is a miracle. But there's some things you have to get rid of. I don't want to be living my life with a what if. Well, what if it was those TV shows, the Harry Potter, or what if it was the Game of Thrones, or what if it was the Housewives? What if that was the one thing that God was waiting for me to release for my miracle to come? What if it was for me to lose weight and show God that I'm serious? What if it was for me to give up meat and seafood that I love for a whole year? What if it was for me to get rid of my mattress that I used to masturbate and have sex on? What if? I don't want to live my whole life wondering, what if I gave this up? What miracle would I have received? You got to step in the river. You got to step in the river and start walking and ask God, what can I give up? It's like every year God gives me something to give up for a whole year. Every year. And it's because I asked for it. And I saw what happened, that the year without no meat, what if that was the reason why I met my husband the next year? I don't know if it is, but what if? What if that meatless year opened to God to show that I'm disciplined? What if me stopping watching all the reality shows and all the shows with magic and witches and time travel, time lapse, all that? What if that was the only thing I had to give up? And you might not ever know because you were like, that's so petty. I don't have to do all that. What if? Ask God,